Hey everyone, it's Susie. Welcome back. And if you're new to Dragonfly Bees Resell Journey, thank you for tuning in. This video is a quick one. I wanted to show you what I found a few years ago, and it's been sitting in my living room displayed, but I think I'm going to list it. What this is a antique Chinese brass hand warmer. And this is what it looks like. It is definitely old, definitely been utilized. There you can see the details, the Chinese characters all around. This is pretty heavy. It weighs about 2 pounds, 12.7 ounces. It is about 6 inches high. Without the lid, without the handle lifted up, and I would say about 7 inches in diameter. The most interesting part about this find is, let me open it. Here is the inside. Under the lid, and this is what it looks like on the interior. The most fascinating thing about it was this was inside. Very old piece of stationery addressed to Miss Elizabeth Halstead. And it was stamped on the back from Mrs. William H. Atten from Brooklyn, New York. And in here is another little tiny envelope with a card that says, "Our heartiest congratulations, Dr. and Mrs. William H. Atten." Pretty fancy. But the most interesting piece of this find, it even tells you the place that makes the stationery, somewhere in Brooklyn, New York. The most interesting piece is this here. And it's a letter. Written on the doctor's letterhead. It says, "Dear Elizabeth, we are sending you this very, very old..." Okay, that word can be pronounced, I believe, two ways. Brassiere or brazier, something like that. That's actually French, a French term that translates into live coals. So back to the letter, it says, "We are sending you a very, very old brazier, which I presume some..." I'm not sure. Some are something Chinese Mandarin in the days of yore used to warm his hands. If you do not like it, we will cheerfully change it for you. Very cordially yours, maybe E.G. Atten. February the 18th, Unfortunately, there's no date. She just signed it February the 18th. So, looking it up on the internet, I Google searched this couple. And on the next slide, you'll find the newspaper clippings that I found about them. The newspaper article I found online was from the New York Sun. The date was March 29th, 1954, and it reads, "Funeral services for Dr. William H. Atten, widely known Brooklyn neurologist, will be held at 7:30 o'clock tonight in the chapel at 187 South Oxford Street, Brooklyn. He died on Tuesday night at his home, 71 Gates Avenue, of heart disease at the age of 72 years. Dr. Atten had practiced in Brooklyn for 48 years. Since 1919, he has been attending neurologist at the Carson C. Peck Memorial Hospital and a consultant on the staffs of Brooklyn Heights Hospital, the Cumberland Hospital, and the Brooklyn Nursery and Infants Hospital for varying terms. Dr. Atten had also been president of the medical board of the Cumberland Hospital and president of the Kings County Homeopathic Medical Society. He was author of several resumes on medical subjects. Born in Tacoma, Michigan, Dr. Atten graduated in 1882 from the Long Island College Hospital. Surviving him are his widow, a daughter, Mrs. Ernest A. Titus, and two sons, Courtney N. and Kenneth M. Atten. He belonged to the American, the New York State and Kings County Medical Societies, the Physicians Association of Long Island, and he was a Mason. So, reading that article, I guess that is his obituary. Dr. Atten and his wife seem to have been a very prominent couple here in Brooklyn, New York, as well as New York City. Oddly, they resided in Brooklyn, but I found this item in Long Island. And I also found an article about his wife. So let's look at that next. Now, here's a little newspaper clipping I found on Mrs. Atten. Her name is May E. Green is her maiden name. In parentheses, you can see Mrs. W.H. Atten and the address where she resides. She was born in Norwich, Connecticut, daughter to James Cooper and Almira S. Green, maiden name Delanoy. She married in New York City on September 10th, 1884 to William H. Atten, M.D. Their children are Erna Adele, who is Mrs. H.J. Titus Jr., Kenneth Mills, Courtney Nixon, and she favors women suffrage. She's a member of the Wilson National Women's Party in New York City. Also, the 11th Assembly District Women's Suffrage Party in Brooklyn, New York. She's a Episcopalian and also president of the Cameo Branch International Sunshine Society in Brooklyn, as well as being a member of Daughters of the Revolution. The clubs that she belonged to were the Century Theater, Knickerbocker Relief, Rainy Day, and Government, City, and State Federation. Well, this was an amazing find, especially with the provenance. I enjoyed filming this and sharing it with you. I already listed it on eBay, but I will offer it here as well. So if you're interested, just let me know. Email me at dragonflybees@gmail.com. Most importantly, if you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, it's free to do so. The button's right there on the lower right-hand corner. And ring the bell. That way, if you choose all, you'll be alerted by YouTube to each time I post new content. So thank you everyone for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you soon. Bye.